Hello guys, and welcome back to a new Gear Convo episode. So today I didn't really get questions that are gear specific related, but all the same I'm going to answer the questions and share my views on these questions. So the first question is the R50mm 1.8 a good lens for video? I think in today's world, on how technology has gone for, I think it has become one of the lenses that you can easily get for both pictures and for video. Back in the day, because autofocus wasn't really good with most of the cameras we used to have, it didn't really work perfectly because it hunts a lot when using it on autofocus cameras. And because of how the focal length is and how the aperture can go or can open very wide, sometimes it makes it very difficult to use for video and also focus at the same time. But today, because of how good technology has become now and how good cameras have become now, we have very good autofocus cameras that when you put a 50mm on it and you are using it with cameras like that, you have no problem with hunting when it comes to autofocus. So I think, and the price tag on these lenses, is one of the best lenses, prime lenses that you can actually get that is very affordable and very good. And I think in today's market, in today's world or today's filmmaking space, I think having a 50mm 1.8 lens in your kit is essential, both for video and for pictures. So the next question is, can phones replace cameras for YouTube videos? Well, my straight on answer is that yes, it could. It all depends on what content you are creating. Some contents don't really need to be shot with, high-end cameras or cinema cameras and all that. And I don't think you should try and get a cinema camera or a mirrorless camera, to do such videos. Let me give you a typical example. I'm a football fan. I watch a lot of football, and we have this journalist who often breaks out transfer news and all these other news related to football, and that is Fabrizio Romano. And when you look at his videos, you could clearly tell that he shoots everything on his phone. No proper light, no proper background and all that, but he just sit down, put his phone in front of him, start speaking, makes a video, probably edits with his phone as well, and quickly upload it. Because when you look at the content that he's creating, the information is the most important thing. It's not about how good his video looks or anything. Everybody going onto his platform or going onto his page is going there for the transfer news. Everybody wants to know who is moving here, who's moving there. The news is the most important thing and not the quality of the video. So somebody like that can easily get away with using phones to make videos. But let's take, for instance, someone like me who I teach filmmaking. Everything that I do has to look very good, and I sometimes teach about how to use a camera as well, how to get cinematic, footage and all these things. I can't be making videos with what Fabrizio Romano is doing based on the different niche, we find ourselves in. So it all depends on the particular niche you find yourself in on YouTube. If the camera quality is not the most important thing, the most important thing is putting out a video very fast, then I think a phone would be one of the essential things. And right now, looking at how phones are becoming very good in terms of video, like example, the iPhones, they are becoming very good because they have some features that you can find on the cinema camera, and I think because of that, you can easily use a phone and nobody will even notice you use the phone. So phone, yes, can be used for YouTube, but it all boils down to what you are doing, what you are putting out. Does the niche requires you to use a phone? Is it appropriate to use a phone in that particular niche? Are you going to get views? Because at the end of the day, it's all about the views, all about the numbers. So if you're going to use that and you're going to, keep on getting better and, growing your channel, then why not? Why do you have to invest into a cinema camera and all the, issues that it comes along with it? So I think a phone is okay. It all depends on what you are doing. So the next question is, what matters more than gear quality? Well, for me, it's a straight answer, and it's content. It's all about the story. It's all about the content. You can get all the best gears in the world, you know, all the best equipment around, all the best things around. But if you are not telling a story, you're not putting out right content, if what you are putting out is crappy, is garbage, there is no way you're going to improve. There's no way you are going to reach out to more people. So it all boils down to the story and the content. It all boils down to that. So my last and final question is, what gear should beginners buy first? So now this is a very, very broad question, and let me break it down this way. So if you're a beginner, my best advice for you is that go in for a mid-range camera. Go in for a mid-range equipment. Let me use camera to kind of explain this. If you are just starting out, there are two cameras that for me right now I recommend that you should get. That is the Canon, either the Canon R50v or the Sony ZV-e10 Mark II. Now these two cameras are very, very good mid-range cameras and not really expensive, you know. And one good thing about these cameras is that if you want to actually use it for pro work or professional work, you can actually do that. I've been using the Canon R50v for a while now, and recently I used it for a short film. I've used it for live streaming. I've used it for, you know, some videos, you know, some live event coverage videos, you know, and it was able to do that. Even though it's a mid-range camera, because of the skills that I have, I was able to use that particular camera to actually do some professional work, you know. So if you're a beginner and you get something like that, you can easily grow with the equipment. But when you go in for very expensive equipment and you're not making the money back, you know, since you're a beginner and since you are just starting, it can get very, very, very cumbersome for you, and things can go sideways for you. So my best advice would be that go in for mid-range cameras that can also some way, somehow do some of the pro work that you might do in the future. Now, when you become good at your skills, you become very good, and now you know the direction you want to take in, then you invest into equipment that would relate or that are relatable to the direction that you want to go. So guys, that would be my advice for you. Go in for a mid-range, not expensive equipment. Grow with it, build your skills with it, and then moving into the right equipment you need. Thank you so much for these questions, and without wasting much time, please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. You know, we are building this community together, so please subscribe, let's build this community together. See you next time. Let's go.